coach gave a speech to his team in the 1974 Stanley Cup Finals, referring to the hockey Holy Grail, and he said, "Win today, we walk together forever." Now he's referring to the oldest trophy in North American sports, known as the Stanley Cup. I've been a hockey fan since I was 5 years old. I've seen the Stanley Cup 4 separate times, most recently at the NHL draft this past summer at the Staples Center. I'm sure all of you at least heard about it, maybe know a little bit here or there, but it's not something that a lot of people know about when it comes to North American sports. Today, I just want to inform you guys how the history refers to sports, who it was created by, and then some of the unique traits that no other trophy can touch with it. The first thing I want you to know is who created it, and it was created by this man, Sir Frederick Arthur Stanley, in 1982. He was originally from England, but he and his family moved here to be dukes in one of the provinces. His kids all played hockey, and they pushed their father to kind of interact with the amateur hockey league. And in 1892, he wrote a letter to a local sportsman saying, "I have for some time been thinking that it would be a good thing if there were a Challenge Cup which should be held from year to year by the champion hockey team in the Dominion of Canada. There does not appear to be any such outward sign of a championship at present, and considering the general interest which matches now elicit and the importance of having the game played fairly and under rules generally recognized, I am willing to give a cup which shall be held from year to year by the winning team." Lord Stanley never witnessed his championship being given to another team or a championship game, but in 1945 he was awarded for his contribution to hockey, and was given a slot in the Hockey Hall of Fame under the builder category. He never could have predicted what his contribution would impact to North American sports. Now that you have an idea of who the trophy is named after, I just want to give you some of the history about it. It's the oldest championship trophy in professional sports in North America. It was known originally as the Dominion Hockey Challenge Cup, and it was first awarded in 1893 to the Montreal Amateur Athletic Association. Because it was first just supposed to be a Challenge Cup, any team from around the world could come in, face the current champions, and so that led to multiple playoffs in certain years. It was purchased for 10 guineas, and at the time it was worth $50, which was a considerable amount during the late 1800s. From the National Hockey League formation in 1917 until 1926, the trophy was awarded to the winner of a playoff between the Pacific Coast Hockey League and the National Hockey League. But when the PCHL dissolved in 1927, the Stanley Cup was presented exclusively to NHL playoff teams. In 1969, the original bowl was retired to the Hockey Hall of Fame, and a model of it was attached to the current trophy, which you can see here. The left one is the original bowl that Lord Stanley purchased, and then here is the replica attached to what now is the Stanley Cup that's presented to teams. And this one is comprised of certain rings of different sizes. So with that history known, some unique traits that it holds is that it's the only trophy that has the name of every player, coach, and management engraved around the rings. And before the original was retired, certain teams engraved their names around the rim of it and in the center of it, which right here you can see from the 1906, 1907 Stanley Cup champions, the Montreal Wanderers. They have their names and only the coach, because back then, you know, not a lot of teams had 20, 30 people of different managing material. And then a current one is the 2006-2007 Stanley Cup champions, the Anaheim Ducks. Here at the top you have the coaches, the owners, and then some of the other managers, and then below are the players who all played in the finals or at least 40 games that year. It takes 13 years to fill one of the rings. So every 13 years, the top ring is removed and it's placed in the Hockey Hall of Fame in Toronto, where people come in and look at all of them. It's the only trophy that doesn't get remade every year. So you look at like the NFL, the MLB, all those trophies are only made for that one specific year. While the Stanley Cup, you have history back from when it was first made on that cup, and so it's literally a traveling piece of history. From 1995 to today, players were given 1 day to have the cup for themselves, so each player gets to take it wherever they want. Players from Europe get to go back to Finland or Switzerland or wherever they're from, and they normally have huge parties there. In the last 5 years, it's traveled 400,000 miles around the world. So today, I've talked about the creation of the Stanley Cup, the history, and its uniqueness as a championship trophy. As you can see, it's unlike any other trophy in professional sports. To show how important this prestigious trophy is to NHL players, I'd like to show you a small clip of how they react after they won the cup.
Your feelings on winning this cup?
All right, Armando, what did you think?
I like his topic. It's cool that he picked something that he really likes. I really don't like hockey. I'm a football fan myself, but I thought it was really cool just hearing the history of the trophy and how it started off being something really small, and now it's just really big and unique. I think it's really cool that, you know, it's not just one trophy remade every year that is the same trophy. You know, that's cool. That trophy has a lot of history. I think, you know, his topic was pretty much clear and he covered all the information, had a lot of information on history. Maybe he could have looked up a little bit more, memorized a little bit more of the subject. Overall, I think he did a really good job. And I mean, that's pretty much it.
Okay.